Welcome back to Final Fantasy Mystic Quest with your host Alex, also known as Solinus Dracone, co-starring Rambler81 as usual. Hello, Rambler.
Good day, everybody.
As you'll notice, I've been doing a little bit of off-camera stuff right there. I was level 9 when last we spoke, but number 1, Phoebe was out of arrows, and number 2, I felt like I needed some seeds. So I just kinda ground around for a little while.
Kinda, sorta jumped like 10 levels?
Just a little bit, but to be fair, that's the sort of thing I would do in my own playthroughs. I'd get to that level before that person joined my party. But I've also taken the liberty of clearing out all the battlefields except for that final battle so we can see what comes of each one, so let's do this. And one thing has become incredibly abundantly clear to me during all of this. I really need to get this next range of weapons. I really need to start getting the next tier of weapons. I am sucking. So 150 gold for that.
That's not very impressive, really.
No, it's not. But then again, that's the Foresta area. You're not going to get anything impressive there.
No, that's true.
Oh, hey. 3 bombs.
The thing is, though, I don't really think that money does a whole lot in this game anyways, in terms of actual progression, because you don't buy armor and such, like just, refills of anything.
You do kind of buy certain pieces of armor.
Well, maybe, but it's not as, say, excessive or in proportion to, say, like a typical Final Fantasy game.
It definitely doesn't have as much impact, but there are certain things you can't get without the gold. And this one gets us 99 experience.
For being those mints?
And that's like half the experience I got from the battle itself, so I don't even know.
Yeah. By the way, I was pointing this out to Solinus earlier. I'm kind of irritated with the fact that it says battle 1 of 10 for the last battle. It counts it downwards.
Yeah, I like that. It lets you know how many's left. Ooh, 300.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm not just bearing the feature, I'm just saying their English is wrong.
Look, buddy, look. This is a Squaresoft localization we're talking about here. Remember how they did that shit beforehand? This is pretty damn good for what they gave us, and they've specifically designed this game for North America. As a matter of fact, wasn't this like the second one that Ted Woolsey got involved in?
I don't know that offhand. I'm kind of surprised by that, actually. I'll have to look that up.
As I recall, when Final Fantasy II was being, well, Final Fantasy IV was being ported over to us, Ted Woolsey jumped in at the last second, and when he joined Squaresoft and was all, oh, you guys are fucked up the localization, so he kind of polished that up a bit, and then he was more in charge of this one. But I just got something from that one, and that was the magic ring. So let's see what effects that has. I am now completely immune to mute. Which is very handy. These fuckers. You know what? Fuck these fuckers. Hold on just a second here. And just in case... Damn it. She's still way better at magic than me.
Well, that's what you get for spreading it out, though.
Yeah.
Actually, a bit of a funny story regarding Woosley there. It's more of a personal than anything else. Back whenever Final Fantasy Chronicles was announced for PlayStation 1 to be released, that was the re-release of Final Fantasy IV and Chrono Trigger on the PlayStation 1, right? Remember that?
Vaguely, yeah.
Yeah. I actually wrote into Square, like, as fan email as you do, back then, whatever. And I actually specifically requested, like, hey, Final Fantasy IV's translation was kind of messed up. You guys want to tidy it up, that's fine, but can you actually leave the Woosley translation with Chrono Trigger? Because, honestly, for the time, that was a pretty solid translation.
The what translation of Chrono Trigger?
Like, the Ted Woosley translation, the original one.
Okay. Yeah, it was pretty solid. But anyways, let's get back to what we're supposed to be doing here. I think we've got the Wake Water. Is that what that is? No, that's the elixir. what we got was the Libra crest. Okay, so now we gotta go back to the Libra temple.
Wherever that is.
Right here.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And of course, ooh, arrows, yay. Oh, I could have come here for arrows. That's silly me.
Well, you could have been 10 levels less than you were.
That must be the spring of life.
That's not very much of a spring. It doesn't have a whole lot of life in it. I think you're messed up.
The water's dried up. It's hopeless now. Don't give up yet. There's someone inside. Let's have a look. Oh.
Oh, damn it, it's you again.
Aquaria's in great danger, Melinda.
You don't say.
I'm gonna try out a card gauge voice for this guy. I know that. We need wake water to melt the ice.
Wasn't that the old man speaking?
Whatever. But the wake water's dried up. It's hopeless. Yeah.
Hear me. All that's left of the wake water is in this bag. Take it and go back to aquarium. This is a completely new version of a plot point.
You're stemping on my card gauge. That's fine.
I thought I was doing the old man last time anyways.
Yeah, fine, whatever. I'll just take my cure potions and walk my salty ass out of here.
Yeah, you'll get another opportunity for your card gauge.
I'm sure I will.
Watch your step.
Yep. God, it's kind of weird that that's a lake, but it's like a bottomless pit lake bed kind of thing. It's really weird.
And so somehow this small lake on top of the mountain is supposed to fill that up eventually? Oh, I spoiled something, didn't I?
Yeah, you might have... It's fucking 20 years later. I strongly doubt... I'm not controlling this, by the way. Benjamin just went crazy. Wakewater, please save our town.
Well, that tree's fine.
That's it? I guess this town will stay frozen until the crystal of water shines again. Then we better hurry to the ice pyramid. I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's like she knows about the ice crystal, and that's the reason why everything's completely frozen over. Did she think sprinkling a little water was gonna do it? Yeah, it's...
This actually reminds me very much... This actually reminds me very much of been playing Dragon Quest Builders lately, and in the very last chapter, the island is completely corrupted by the Dragon Lord. So you find this one item called Holy Water, and you sprinkle it on the ground to decorrupt everything, and it affects, like, say, like a 5 or 6 square radius around you. So imagine trying to do that for like an entire Minecraft-sized map.
So basically, it's like just flinging the magic dust in Link to the Past on every single fucking thing.
Almost. But then again, you just do stuff that you want to mine anyways, like you'll revive trees and bushes, what have you. But still, the longer goal is to, anyways.
The longer goal, indeed. Let's push this out of our way. Now let's see. The trick here is to get everything into the right places. So you got to know where you're gonna end up. So, seeing as I'm going through here first, and I need this to do that, okay. I've got my game plan.
Yeah, that was a very thorough explanation. Thank you.
Excuse me. What would you have, Mr. DeMille?
Probably say the same thing, just not without the voice.
See, what you got here is you got a thing that you gotta push over so you can jump across the thing.
You got an infestation of hags here. You got a bit of arrows to kind of write that up for you.
Yeah. Put the roofies in the pudding pop. Oh wait, was that? No.
God damn it. It's not even so... not just that it's old, it's also a bit costless.
It's perfect. So yeah, I've been sticking it to these enemies for a good couple hours now, in-game anyways, just off-screen, so this ain't nothing to me. Although I always found the Lamias, these snake bitches, to be kind of funny as you fight them.
Don't they confuse you?
No, my feelings upon my sexuality are 100% okay.
That'll put you to sleep.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
I think it's cute that they just turn into little snacks, you know? They just turn into tiny little snacks. Yes, that is obviously what I'm supposed to be doing.
That actually is kind of a nice touch if you're... It is a bit of a nice touch for this game that it does give you indications that you're actually succeeding in fighting these enemies.
Yeah, it's kind of like the, I guess a little bit like the Ninja Turtle arcade games where you could see just from the flashing of the enemy or how the colors change or whatever. Why are you trying to put Phoebe to sleep? That's fine, she can nap this one out. Alright, now I gotta be real careful with this one, so I can very easily screw myself up.
Don't soak up on yourself.
Exactly. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at those skills. You see that skill. The puzzle-solving skill. On a very beginner's level game.
Yes, Papyrus be very proud of you.
Yes!
Tutorial would, Tutorial would expect much better from you because you're killing these monsters.
Well, I don't exactly have a mercy option. I don't have a mom and a dad anymore to explain to me that I don't have to solve all my problems with violence. Now, I've always also found it interesting that the first second level weapon you get is the Jumbo Bomb. Yeah, it just feels weird. You know what? I don't have time for you bitches. Lamia is weak against thunder like a boss.
Well, like some bosses.
Yes. Okay, one more thing to push. Other than my luck. And there's the crab. Crabbler.
So you got a bad case of crabs, then. Oh, and there's a crab anime.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I get it. I get it.
You get it?
I got it. It's not worth it. Okay, now
I'm saying you're suffering from a transmitted disease.
You are not Mr. Plinkett. Now, I'm curious if I can get by that crab to get that treasure chest before Phoebe decides to start some shit. Yes! Heal!
Oh.
Great. Okay. Ah, gotta get the controls right again.
I forget, does heal have a battle effect against enemies?
You know, it may. Let's find out, shall we? After I've destroyed these things. I should have switched to the claw for that one.
Oh well. That's what we get for not switching with your own R buttons.
Oh, full Nelson. Full Nelson. Alright, let's just see what heal does. Ooh. But apparently, I think it has a poison effect. Oh, that's not a good sign.
Well, don't worry, it's not like you can, shoot yourself with an arrow, right?
No, but it's like she can. Ooh, good shot, Phoebe. You know what? I don't think I'm doing all that much against him. This. New strategy. Oh yeah, he's weak against axe attack.
So his weakness, imagine that.
Alright, listen, Phoebe. Beautiful, sweetheart. I think you need a cure. Friday, I'm in love. Okay. Oh, he's got the foam. And crabs, when they're dying, actually do start foaming at the mouth like that.
Good to know.
Yeah. I watched a documentary on the yellow crazy ants of Christmas Island. And, they're pretty bad. what they do is, instead of stinging, what they have is an acid that they spray out of their bums, and they're just taking over the island. You see how trivial that was? It was just absolutely nothingness. But they're taking over the island and basically killing off large portions of the crab population, and it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad because you see them swarming all over these crabs and spraying the acid in their eyes and in their mouths and everything, and then the crabs are just bubbling and it's bad. You can use explosives, right? Here's how to use a jumbo bomb. Ooh, jumbo bomb.
So you've had this on your person for so long, you just decided to give it to us now?
Yeah, that's a little bit dickish. Ooh, battlefield. Is this one worth doing? Nah, just go on to the ice pyramid.
Well, what's this about going in prepared?
Yeah, right. Whoa. Oh, okay. That's what happened. Whoa. Okay. I see. These are both entrance and exit tiles. I see a switch in the statue, but I can't reach it. Let's push it with something. Oh, I got an
if only
idea,
our
baby.
sprites were like 18 by 6 or 16 by 8. Durhay. Actually,
Alright, so
32 by 16.
So the shtick here is that everybody's invisible. And you gotta find the mirror that makes them not invisible.
Makes it feel like it's a random battle game.
A possible random encounter system, yes. I think it's up here. Oh no, what is this? Oh, it's the hags. You know what? I think I might want to save some of my magic for later. Because Phoebe can still outdo me with the damage. I mean, I desperately need that next level of weapon. And I think the next one I'm going to get is actually in this pyramid. It's the Knight Sword.
You're probably right, but for some reason I always found the swords be very underpowered in this game.
No, not Excalibur, boy. Not Excalibur. Excalibur wrecks business. Plus, I think also maybe they have like either a higher crit chance or a higher hit chance, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I wonder if there's gonna be another one. Nope. And that's a lovely little sound effect to let us know that we've done something. Yeah, I'm not bothering fighting a desert hag for that trifling whatever the hell's in there. Let's move on with our journey. It's a shame they didn't have any unique music for this particular zone.
Maybe, but the soundtrack is still pretty solid anyways.
Yeah,
it's not a bad song to listen to. It is kind of thematic anyways.
Yeah, it doesn't suck. Yeah.
Sounds kind of cold and hollow.
Just like my life.
That's on you.
Hey, you're supposed to be supportive. And here I see you say, when did I ever suggest I was going to be supportive to you? I don't bring you along on these things for the support. I bring you along for the bants. And bants are never supportive.
I have to keep you honest somehow, right?
Anyways.
So how's that mockball going?
I don't know. How's doing anything other than art going? For that matter, how's doing art going?
Well, actually, I was drawing before you interrupted me with this.
You were making the banners for this.
Yeah, I was doing something else too.
Today,
Imagine that.
My point is, I don't have one.
No, you're kind of terrible at this, actually. Sorry. Something else to add to the list.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
Oh, you should hear some of the stuff I say to my coworkers.
And you're still employed somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Well,
that was a
that's
colossal
ignored.
waste of time. Oh, that's oh, I had seniority before. That didn't make me get away with shit. You know, the thing about seniority is that if you're getting paid more, they're actually a lot more likely to let your ass go. That happened to me when I worked at a company called Convergys, which I, you know, not shy to say was a complete shithole. And yeah, what I got fired over was they had this policy that they just completely made up. Just one of the managers on the floor made it up, and you know, it's just whatever, do what she says. That don't sit slack in your chair, like don't lean back and don't put your leg up or anything like that. Don't get comfortable, basically. Sit professionally, right? And
because that conveys over the phone, right?
Exactly. Well, they seem to think, yeah, it does convey over the phone because you can sound all relaxed and not professional. And it's like, you know, no! and nobody actually gave an honest rat's ass about it. But, you know, still once in a blue moon, just, they had there was a sort of a semi-official position called the floor walker, which is just, you know, because this is a call center environment. I should have said that up front. Oh fuck, am I killing? Okay, thank God. But so this was a call center environment, so you just have there's these floor walkers, and they walk around, and it's just like they know their shit and come to help you out. But they're also sort of like sheriffs trying to enforce the law and the policy or whatever when they feel like doing it. And so one of them comes up to me and says, "Don't sit like that." And I'm saying, "Well, says who?" And she says to me, "Says the bridge." Bridge being, you know, like sort of control center, so to speak, just the people up front that make sure that people are inbound and all that. And
you know, where Riker and Picard sit, right?
More or less. It's just basically, you know, something that has nothing to do with the actual support, just making sure that calls are getting answered. And they say, "Oh, the bridge says don't sit like that." And I basically say, because I'm annoyed by this, I'm like, "Fuck the bridge." And apparently that's enough to fire me. Which, to be honest, it was a lot more than that. Let's not beat around the bush. I've always had discipline problems of a sort, you know.
I have no idea what that's like.
Yeah, exactly. But just that it was partially because they were the client at the time, who was, you know, paying for the butts to be in the seats, was thinking of pulling their contract, and they were just looking for people to fire, you know, looking for reasons to fire people so that they could say they had less employee turnover or whatever. So that really was a little bit more, they needed an excuse to let someone go, and I was one of the more highly paid employees at the time.
Wait, hold on, can I backtrack a bit? So they want to prove they have less turnover, so they got rid of someone to get another employee in.
Well, that's the thing, is that turnover counts mainly if somebody voluntarily leaves. That's what it mainly counts. Like, if you have to fire someone, that's counted on a different metric. But basically, the job of the call center of the particular company was just to be the butts in the seats for someone else. Like, 9 times out of 10, you call tech support, you're not actually speaking with somebody who actually works directly for the company that is the product that you're paying for. You're speaking with somebody that, yes, it's called outsourcing, but it's not like offshore outsourcing. It's just that they do the contract work. And my point being is that they knew that they were about to lose this final contract that they had in the Houston call center and weren't about to get any more. Well, shit. I just got turned to stone. They knew that it was highly unlikely they were going to get any more. Please don't go. Thank you. That they were going to get any more clients to actually buy into the call center, because it was located in an absolutely shitty part of town, and just the lowest scum imaginable came to work there. And they even had like
scum and villainy, you're saying?
Basically, it's the sort of place, the area of town where you drive through with your car doors locked, if you know what I mean. And they actually had a banner outside saying, "Come in, now hiring." So that sort of tells you the kind of folks that walked in and started working there. Like, it was not uncommon at all for there to be a fight once a week and an attempted murder in the parking lot every once in a while just to keep everyone on their toes kind of thing. So I think they pretty much knew they weren't going to get any fresh clients because, you know, we worked for some big names, you know, like big communications giant names, like Sprint and AT&T and all that. You know, we were their first, you know, line on the ground, so to speak, people. And when they saw the sort of people that were working at this place, just the lowest of the low, it was a foregone conclusion that they were going to leave. That, you know, they were going to take it all. I don't want to deal with any of this. That they were going to take all the contracts away, and, you know, keeping the Houston call center open was just going to cost more money than it was worth. So, long story short, they were looking to fire people. I was sort of a problem already, but I was so good at my shit that, you know, they kept me on. But it's just about when they were looking to fire some people and get rid of whoever's making the most money that, you know, that happened. So it's definitely my fault. I'm not saying it's not my fault that I said fuck the bridge, but at the same time, that's how seniority can kind of screw you over sometimes. Like, they can hire somebody that works at half of your cost, and that's it, you know, you're not doing anything special for them. That's why you want to develop skills.
Well, we did have someone who was fired recently from my place, a year and a half, probably a year ago. Guy was a solid worker, you know. He was probably one of the ones I'd probably rely on, you know, the kind of guy you'd have in the class, you know. And the thing is, he was very, I don't want to say it was confrontational, but he was always kind of very negative about how things were being run and such. I wouldn't say he was entirely without merit, but he's also the kind of guy who just didn't know how to pick his battles.
He was kind of stirring the pot.
Yeah, probably. And then one day he apparently got into the grill of some HR person, and that was what got him kicked.
Never. Okay, everybody listening, if you happen to have a job, never fuck with HR. Ever. Don't ever fuck with HR. They so don't want to deal with your shit. I'm not even joking. They are the last people that want to hear from you.
Still, everyone else on the production floor is like, well, fuck, we lost him now.
Yeah.
As you know, honestly, he is like an alright guy to talk to and such, too. I mean, he has his, you know, moments like everyone else his age did, you know, liberals and all that. I mean, complaining about liberals.
I'm just going in fucking circles here. Where's the way forward?
Should I get a map for you?
No, dude, it's a game. I'm playing the game. It's cool.
Oh, if you insist.
I'll find my way through, okay? It's been a while since I've played this game full through, but it's a beginner's level RPG. Come on. Yeah, that's what you want to do to the person you just put to sleep. Smack them so they wake up. I'm sure I'll find a way.
I'm sure if they really wanted to eliminate you, though, with the actual intelligence with their skills, they'd probably just stone you into terms anyways.
Which does happen. Let's be real, that does happen in this game.
Quite often, yeah, we're gonna enter that realm of bullshit sooner than later.
But, at the same time, when I get the Dragon Claw, I can do that shit in return. And I just gained another level.
Which is something else kind of odd, too, the fact that Dragon... Like, all the other weapons are just kind of, you know... It's a sword, it's an axe, so it does chopping damage, explosion damage for bombs. The Claw is the only one that actually does any sort of status on this, and it does all the status elements.
Pretty much. I mean, looking at the weapons that we got right now, it's already got poison and, I guess, paralysis on it, but that increases. That increases.
Exactly.
But it's not very useful as a weapon, so that's probably why they added the whole extra spell power onto it.
Well, exactly. I think it effectively does one-shot a lot of enemies.
Yeah.
It just seems like strangely balanced that way, you know?
Yeah, sometimes it's just no reason to have anything else equipped.
But again, it was the intention of keeping this game simple.
I'd like to get to the point where I can one-shot these mooks. But I think that'll have to be on the next episode. I want to thank everybody for watching. Once again, I'm Alex, also known as Solinus Dracon. With me has been Rambler81. Goodbye, Rambler.
See ya.